Here we are starting with few applications of nanotechnology. Amongst the applications, the first and foremost comes the applications in the field of medicine. And this area is what we refer to as nanomedicine. Under nanomedicine, there are several areas where nanoparticles have been made use of. We will be discussing a few of these areas, beginning with the drug delivery systems. We know that the therapeutic properties of the drug can be improved depending on how the drug is delivered to the site of its action. So we can have lipid or polymer-based nanoparticles. Please understand that nanoparticles are not just made up of metals. They can also be made up of some of the macro and micromolecules which are biologically found. So some polymer or lipid which is biologically prevalent can be utilized to make nanoparticles. Drug delivery system is obviously depending on the ability of altering the pharmacokinetics and the biodistribution of the drug. A drug distribution system will be considered to be effective if it's able to supply the drug at the target site in the correct concentrations, at the correct time, and at the same time it is able to distribute the drug to different parts of the body and is able to retain the drug. And that's what basically we mean by altering the pharmacokinetics. Whenever you talk about drug and its metabolism, there is an area called as ADME studies. A stands for absorption, D stands for distribution, M stands for metabolism, and E stands for excretion. These four factors are very significant in deciding if the drug is going to be effective or not. Because for the drug to be effective, it needs to be properly absorbed into the bloodstream. It needs to be distributed to different parts of the body. It should be metabolized so that it doesn't lead to toxicity, but it should be metabolized only after it causes its effect at the target site. And how fast or slow is the drug excreted from your body? Using nanoparticles, we can improve the delivery of the drug to the target site. And we can help retain the drug for a specific amount of time in the body. Nanoparticles drug delivery is also responsible for activating the proper drug response. It is allowing the drug to act at its target site in appropriate concentrations. The drugs may be placed in the body in an inactive form, and it gets activated only after reaching the site of action. This is also possible using nanoparticle-based delivery of drugs. This is what we call as triggered response. Until and unless there is a trigger, the drug is not activated. And that trigger could be brought about by the nanoparticle. You can use nanoparticles to deliver drugs to both hydrophilic and hydrophobic environments. You can have drug delivery systems which are in turn hydrophilic or hydrophobic so that you can appropriately deliver the drug to the respective environments. Nanoparticles could also be used to improve the solubility of those drugs which are not normally very well soluble in aqueous solutions. You can also have a controlled drug release using nanoparticles, wherein instead of releasing the drug at a single point of time, it will release the drug periodically. So you can have nanoparticle matrices where the drug is immobilized and the drug will be released from these matrices at a slow rate so that the continuous supply of drug is ensured. One such example could be wherein you are immobilizing insulin in a nanoparticle based matrice. And a diabetic patient could have this kind of a matrice in their body system wherein insulin is released periodically. So they don't have to take regular shots, but this matrice is going to ensure that insulin will be released in their system periodically. Also, you can maintain the specificity of the drugs because you can have nanoparticle delivery systems which will specifically deliver the drug to the target sites. So you don't have to worry about miss-target interactions of the drug. This is how nanoparticle could be used as a drug delivery system. We will see in our next video how we can use it in cancer diagnosis as well as in therapy.